All right, what's going on? Happy Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday today. Check this out. Little known fact, we own a Schwing pump. There it is right there. So if Jeff's pump is little joule, the SP500, this SP4800 would be daddy joule. That's what we'll call it, daddy joule. So today we are pumping level 13 on the high rise here. I've done a few pours from this site, not for quite some time now. Maybe I'll put a couple links up above to previous videos here in the earlier stages. But yeah, concrete just showed up, grout just showed up, ready to rock and roll. The Schwing is ready to do its thing. We'll do a little tour here of the Schwing. Now it's pretty loud here, so I apologize for the poor sound quality around the Schwing. That Deutz, the old Deutz, loves to scream. We got James, the commander here on standby. Commander James, ready to go. Gonna load some water in that hopper before we put the grout in. But yeah, this thing has been an absolute unit for us. Model year 2008. Everything on this is mechanical, right down to the volume or the throttle control. Check it out. There's your throttle control right there. It's a lever with a cable. How awesome is that? Manual volume control on it too. Back to the basics, right? Oh. This thing shifts over, it sounds like the world is coming to an end. Anyhow, we'll get grouted up, ready to go. I'll see if Jag can catch some footage up top of the grout coming out of the hose. Big shout out to Aircom. Aircom hooked us up with a wireless radio control for this unit that has a really special feature attached to it. And we'll talk about said special feature when we're up top with Mike here in a couple minutes. up top where all the action's going on. Level 13, this one's going 43 stories, I believe. Pretty close to the height of the neighboring building there. See the pump right down about there. It's a little windy out there. I'm going to try and get the drone out here. It is a little bit gusty, but we'll see what we can do with it. But yeah, just getting started here. 160 cubic meters, so not a big pour, but they all count. They all count indeed. And the beauty of using the placing boom for this, even though it's not a big pour, you can keep the crane busy doing other work, and it helps keep the schedule running along efficiently. So saves time, saves crane time. So the self-climbing system and mast here is the Putzmeister RS850, and we're running the adapter to run the old pin style tower, the Series 2 pin style, onto the RS850 mast, which is a far superior mast system, as we've pointed out in several videos. The way the pipe sits inside the cutout for the mast section, extremely convenient. No need for extra holes in the slab, just one square. The money shot. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is what I was talking about down below when I was pointing out the aircon remote and the special feature that it had for this high-rise application. We have this separate kill switch here, which ties in with the pump down below. If for any reason Mike up top here on the boom needs to stop the pump, there's a fault in the radio communication, something happens, and they need to stop the pump, and for whatever reason he cannot get that message conveyed through down below to the guys on the machine at street level, Mike can actually stop the pump from up here with this kill switch. This runs off the same radio frequency as the handheld remote, which I will attach a link above. We have tested from level 40-ish of a downtown tower, and the range was a-okay. So we're testing this right now to see how high up this thing will go. We know it'll do 40 floors. Will it do 50? Will it do 60? We'll find out. But a very handy feature as a safety redundancy. Should Mike need to stop the pump, the flow of concrete for any reason, right away, immediately, he can just hit the red button up here. So something really cool from Aircom, really innovative, and a nice safety feature to have. So if you saw my recent video where I crashed my drone into the rooftop of a abandoned building and it was unable to retrieve it, I did the next logical thing. I went out and bought the DJI Pro Series drone with the obstacle avoidance protection. Nonetheless, this time we're going to mark the drone, so when we crash it or lose it, it can be they can track down the rightful owner. That's the theory here anyhow. Something like that. What could go wrong, right? got a replacement for the old one for 118 bucks. They gave me a deal on a refurb. But I also bought, this is the Pro Series. So this one has obstacle avoidance. It's gonna hit something, it lets me know in theory. So I didn't retrieve the last one. It's stuck on the roof of the building. So big news, not to totally let the cat out of the bag. Mike's getting a new pump, right Mike?
Yeah.
Are we gonna tell him what it is?
56.
Oh, you're not supposed to tell him that. Some kind of a 56. We won't say what brand it is. You've probably got a pretty good idea though. Yeah, Mike will be getting a new pump end of January. I'm gonna fly out to Putzmeister mid-December. When it's in production, we're gonna look at it, we're gonna talk about it, and it's gonna be a World of Concrete this year in January coming up. And Mike is really excited because it's an automatic, and it's got the new outrigger system and the new ILS pump kit. All kinds of new stuff.
I actually don't mind the standard on our 56.
Once you drive the M Drive, you will never want to go back to a manual. I promise you, in the city, unreal. You know, that's why Mike is smiling. It's definitely not because he's on the placing boom today, because it's cold, windy, and wet up here. But yes, Mike is getting a new pump. More on that to come in the next month or so here, but very exciting stuff. I'm gonna head down below and we'll check out the Schwing pump doing its thing, and yeah, catch you down below there. Yeah, you can see here we've been at this for just about an hour, and we already got a third of the slab down. So you can't beat a placing boom in terms of efficiency, that's for sure. Like I said, they get to keep the crane to do their stuff that requires the crane, and as we all know, crane time is one of the most precious things on a high-rise build. So thumbs up for everybody on this. Here today, they'll fly down a blow-up bin. This hard line here gets lifted up, they put the bin under it, they chain it down, put a lid on it, and blow all the system back into the rock bin, and the rock bin gets hauled away the next day. Piece of cake. So holy crap, is this thing loud. Yeah. It's so loud.
Yeah, I hate these.
It's so loud. What an awesome pump.
Did you wear a hoodie on these too?
Oh
they
yeah.
Just keep sliding down.
It's this thing hammers though, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like, what a machine. I'm actually like, I'm really impressed with it.
What are we, 19 now?
Something like that. No, we're only at 13. It's gonna go like 40 or something. Yeah, 13 was, but it's a tall lobby and the whole deal, right? So it says 13 on the top of the stairs.
Okay, so we're at 13, but no pressure.
No,
at all.
No, the way it pumps,
right
it
out.
just freaking ticks along there.
Yeah.
This is a unit, old school, louder than shit. Yeah. But look how heavy it's built. Like, the thing is a freaking tank. Tony welded on a ZX style outlet in place of the standard Schwing high pressure outlet that's on there. It comes from the factory with a longer extension, so we modified that in-house. But yeah, like everything on this pump is heavy. I'm really impressed. Really impressed with this thing. And yeah, we're not pushing that high yet. We'll see. We'll reserve complete judgment until we get up to like 40 floors and really see what it's made out of. But so far, for what it's doing right now, man, oh man, yeah, she's a unit. She definitely gets one of those and one of those, that's for sure. All right, so just like that, we are done ski down here. Got some awesome drone footage, but you know what? We're not done yet. Bonus content. We're gonna head on over to our other job site, about 40 minutes from here, and we'll check in with how Jag is doing on our 40-meter high-pressure Putzmeister pump. Also doing a high-rise job today. So it'll be a pretty good little back-to-back comparison. So yeah, please stay with us, and we'll catch you on the next job site. All right, here we are, job number 2 of the day with the Putzmeister high-pressure pump going all the way up. I think we're around level 20 actually. Let's check in here, see what's going on. This tower? We'll check in with the Jagermeister here, see how it's going. What can you show me? Show me something. Yeah, beautiful. Just under 70 meters an hour here. Rocking and rolling. Nice greasy slug. Say we go up top, see what things look like from the business end. Yeah, let's do that. Blow up in is that way. Shift the valve over, throw some primer in to prime the pipe on the way to blow down. It's a pretty long run to the blow up box. Longer than ideal, but it works. And this way goes up the tower. See the guys here, they're doing precast stairs. So they pour the steps. You already see the underside of that formwork, it's all stair treads. They pour those out and they put them in place with the crane. It's a little different way of doing it, a little bit more efficient, better quality control, I believe. This tower uses an Alliance self-climbing placing system. Great system as well. But what you will notice, because the pipe is external of the column, you need the extra knockout, the extra space to accommodate the pipe. With the Putzmeister one, you don't. So, advantage of the Putzmeister in that regard, for sure. But also a very good system here. There we go, up top, level 20. It is level 20, actually. What a view. Go check in on how the guys are doing here. You know what it's like. You won't ever yell at the pump guy again when you're on the hose. Yeah. Right? All those years. The Ram just trained up on the placing boom. He's mentioning how it gets a little bit bouncy when it stretches out. He said, yeah, now you know. Now you won't yell at the pump guy anymore when you're on the hose next time. Yeah, this one's about, once again, 160-ish cubic meters, nothing too crazy. Once again, they can keep the crane going because we can pour with the placing boom. Efficiency, right? They're doing a level slab, vertical, core walls, everything in every 4 working days. They're in a 4-day cycle on this job, which is crazy. They're banging through this like mad, so probably be out of here in 2 months. Alright, it's windy as shite up here, but we're gonna give this a try. Wish me luck. I don't want to lose another one. Alright, so we're about halfway done here, and it is way too windy and cold up here for me. Oh, my face is frozen! Anyhow, I'm going to head back down. We'll chat with Jag, check in on Jag down below. A little chit-chat before we go. You're lucky down here, you know how cold it is up there? My face is frozen. It's awful up top. Oh. Yeah, this thing is smooth like butter. Hydraulic line's barely even twitching. The video there today. We got some wicked drone footage, just a couple check-ins on the place and boom stuff, show you what's going on. Good comparison from the Putzmeister high pressure pump to a Schwing high pressure pump. They both get the job done, but in 2 very different ways. The Putz is surgical. It's like a scalpel. The Schwing is like an absolute hammer. Both very, very different machines. Which one would I take? Performance-wise, I like how easy this is on the system. It doesn't surge as hard on the pipeline. It's nice and smooth and quiet. If I were in an apocalyptic type situation where all I had left on planet Earth was diesel, engine oil, and concrete, and I had to get a job done, I might opt for the Schwing just because it's so simple and it's so freaking heavy. But that's just a very preliminary opinion. But yeah, two very different machines, but like I said, both extremely impressive pieces of equipment. So I can't even talk, my face is frozen from the wind here. Anyhow, you know how it goes. Till next time, keep on pumping, and we'll catch you on the next one. Oh yeah, before I end the video, one last thing, and one last little encore. It's funny, we were talking earlier in the day when I was visiting with Mike on the previous job about his new 56-meter pump that he's getting. Literally 20 minutes later, I got a message. Said pump has arrived. The machine has arrived. Won't get into too much detail. I'll attach a picture right here. Pump unit has arrived. It's gonna mount it up now. But yeah, get her mounted up, get her ready for a certain trade show coming up. A certain place in Nevada, a certain time in January. Is that enough hints for you? Breadcrumbs. I'm dropping breadcrumbs.